The Living Your Best Life Experiment, Week 20, Chapter 22 and 23, The Sweet Life and the Almighty Decision. So this chapter was a short one. It was only 2 pages, but I still think it's an important one. This one talks about her realization with her own mortality and that of the people around her, and talks about getting in that quality time while you can, and also about enjoying your life and doing the things you love, because you never know how long you have. So the next chapter talks about decisions and how a lot of the times we never fully sign up for them. We make excuses, or we're told that it can't be done, and we take that at face value. So she says we need to fully sign up to them and not take any excuses. If we're forced with a huge or uncomfortable odds, will we still do it? If we don't believe in ourselves, we won't do it. So the key thing is believe. And then it talks about how if you look at successful people, you'll see that they've had a lot of failures, and that temporary failure is normal, and how we need to look at it as not failing but learning, because the only failure is in giving up. And then she has a little quote there at the end saying, "Get the fuck on the fuck," and I just like that. The next thing is want it bad. Be honest about what you really want to do. If you really want to draw, if you really want to sing, dance, write, whatever it is, be honest with yourself with what you really want to do and what you want to do with it. And don't be afraid to stick to your guns about it. Then the next part talks about getting good at making decisions. Most of the time, people are afraid to make the wrong decision, or that they're going to miss opportunities, or they're going to make a mistake and mess up. And a lot of the times, by putting off those decisions, we end up missing those opportunities, and we never know if we could have did it or not. So she says we need to start practicing at decisions, because nobody is bad at making decisions. And then she talks about sticking to it once you decide. You know, if you decide you're going to start deciding what to eat in 5 seconds, stick to it and eat it. Or, you want to pick out your outfit in less than a minute. Stick to it and wear it, and just work your way up to the big ones. And then the last part of it is stick to it and don't give up. A lot of times, if you are faced with a wall or a hurdle and you keep coming up against those walls and those hurdles, it doesn't mean that it's the end. It just means that you have to push harder and be more willing to make it over to the other side. Not giving up. In this video, a lot of the pictures are from things I like to do, love to do, people I like to spend my time with, things I like learning to do, and making those decisions to make them happen and actually sticking to it when people are telling you that you're crazy or you can never do that is really fulfilling and something that I never ever regret. And by loving myself and giving myself the freedom to be honest with what I really wanted to do, it really opened up my ability to make those decisions, and being willing to ask how I can make those happen and figuring out what needs to be done to make them happen. So at the end of the day, it really does come down to loving yourself and giving yourself those freedoms. So until next week, I hope everybody has a really great week and you give yourself those freedoms and you stick to your decisions. Bye.